So today we are going to be discussing ancient India and its geography. Sometimes I may refer to ancient India as the Indus River Valley civilization. They are two of the same. The Indus River Valley civilization specifically speaks to the start of civilization in India, and then as we go in the next lessons, it grows and continues to grow. But we're going to talk about the geography of ancient India. So, the home of the first Indian civilization was the Indus River Valley because it provided the fertile farmland necessary. So, if you look at the on the map, the red area is known as the Indus Valley Civilization. It is around the Indus River. And so the Indus River starts at the Himalayas, the mountain range. And as the snow from the mountains melts, it goes down the mountain and it carries minerals and nutrients from the mountain in the river and eventually onto the land when the river floods. And we know this is called silt. So just like Mesopotamia was founded next to rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates, and ancient Egypt was founded around the Nile, ancient India was founded around the Indus River. And so the Indus River was used for many reasons: to irrigate their fields, to wash and to drink, to perform religious ceremonies, and also to travel by boat. So, what are some of the other physical features that you notice on this map of India? So, you notice there are multiple rivers, multiple mountain ranges, there's a desert, and there's an ocean. And off that ocean are a sea and a bay. So, ancient India dealt with many different physical features. And we study geography of a place because geography influences the way of life for the people in that area. Everything from what you eat to what you wear to even religion. These early civilizations were based around geography and what it was like at that particular location. So let's talk a little bit more about the geography. So we know that the geography is something called a subcontinent, and India is part of Asia. Asia is the continent, but because India is separated from the rest of the continent by the mountains in the north and the ocean to the south, it's kind of its own little area. And the subcontinent of India has many benefits. It has natural water sources, rivers, and it also has a good climate that allowed for agriculture. Also, the geography of ancient India allows for isolation and protection from others. So the mountains in the north and the ocean in the south surrounded ancient India. This isolation protected people who settled in the region. So those who settled in the Indus River Valley were protected by the ocean and the mountains. It was extremely difficult for outside invaders to reach India without making the dangerous journey over the mountains or across the ocean. So oftentimes people did not try to invade India because it wasn't worth the risk. And also based on the geography of ancient India, it opened it up to trade. Not at the beginning, which we're talking about now, but later on as ancient India civilization advances, also it opens it up to trade. And even though India's geography separated them from other civilizations, ancient India still traded. The Arabian Sea became a crucial trade route between India and the rest of South Asia and other countries. So if you look at this map, the purple is the Indus River Valley, and the orange is is Mesopotamia. So if you notice, they could use the Arabian Sea into the Persian Gulf and trade with Mesopotamia. Eventually, they also trade with Egypt, but that's later on. Because that one is a little bit more difficult to get to. But Mesopotamia became a huge trading partner with ancient India. And we learned about that when talking about Mesopotamia, about they found artifacts from the Indus River Valley civilization in the artifacts left from Mesopotamia. So very interesting. So let's watch this video.
A monsoon is a mixture of heavy and steady rain, soaking the soil, replenishing rivers and aquifers, and cleansing the hot, dry summer air. The summer monsoon is a weather system formed by a difference in air pressure between the hot land and the cooler oceans. This draws moist air currents north. As the summer heat mounts and the land dries out, the air pressure system begins to move inland, where it is desperately needed. Moist rain cells are drawn upward towards the northern Himalaya mountains, and enormous rain cells fall, creating the Indian summer monsoon, which is becoming more unpredictable.
Okay, so let's talk about the climate of ancient India. So ancient India, generally warm temperatures. The tall mountains helped block the cold, still does, the cold north winds. So if you go to India, even today, the temperatures are generally warm. And they have monsoon seasons. Monsoons are seasonal winds. So during their winter, it is considered a dry season. And during the summer, it's the rainy season, which provides the rain needed for the crops, but it also causes severe floods, which leads to damages throughout the cities because, again, they're building next to the river. So if you look at the map here's India. So if you look at the winter monsoons, the red lines, they blow northeast. It blows from the northeast, I should say. and they drop the moisture in the mountains. So by the time the winds reach India, it is dry air. It's the opposite during the summer winds, which is the blue. The winds come from the southwest over the Arabian Sea. They pick up the moisture and it falls onto the land at a heavy rate, usually. So there's a good amount of rain in the summer. One last note I wanted to mention, the subcontinent of South Asia includes India. Again, a subcontinent is a large landmass similar to but smaller than a continent. So the subcontinent of South Asia includes India, but it also includes modern day Bangladesh and Pakistan and a couple other countries as well in that area. So here's your discussion on the geography of India and how it influenced ancient India. Now you can move on to your next assignment.